And people, we are back again this weekend, this Saturday, the 29th of June, 2024. I hope every single one of you are doing well, enjoying your weekend so far. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about Arsenal, of course, but there's not much to actually be talking about. Are Arsenal active? Are they awake or are they sleeping? I don't know what's going on, but we are about to wake these guys up. I tell you, big up all the real ones in the building. We're going to be talking about Chelsea. Chelsea need to be stopped, mate. I tell you, they need to be stopped. Big Belly Bowley. I mean, he's lost a bag of weight. I'm not too sure if you man have seen Big Belly Bowley recently, but he looks like he's been in the gym. You know, he's been on the treadmill, you know, doing a bit of cardio and that. Yeah, it looks like he's lost a bit of weight, but that Big Belly Bowley name still sticks because he's got the belly. He's got the belly. He puts it on the table. He gets deals done. And there is another player that he is on the verge of signing, and they're putting money down. They're contacting Newcastle again to try and get Isak done. What's going on over here? Is Edu awake? Is Edu awake? I don't know. Took some sleeping pills and it's still just, I don't know, just sleeping away, boy. I don't know. That barbecue isn't open yet. He hasn't opened up the barbecue yet. Clearly. Paul Scholes calling out Declan Rice. It's beef. 100% beef. You can't call out the man them and think it's not beef, bro. Oh, I'm sure you guys would have seen that. We're gonna touch on that, no Diddy. We're gonna be talking a lot of football for about the next hour. Make sure you don't go anywhere. Hit the like button. Big up all the people them in the building. Much appreciate every single one of you. England's back. Euros are back. Southgate out. Yeah, that's what it is over here. Southgate out. I ain't watching England until Southgate's out, until he's gone, until that whole coaching staff are gone, until they get a better manager. Questioning, you know, I mean, Saka doesn't even feel safe at playing for England. I tell you, doesn't even feel safe. I'm just looking for this interview that Saka done. He doesn't even feel safe. He was asked if he would, if he should be playing as a left back, or you know, the comments about the left back position. First word he says is no. Left back. Oh my god. Big up Colin. Big up Brad. Big up Footy Chats in the building as well. Big up my guy Ravi. 170 Gunner in the building. We've got Tamina in the building as well. We've got John Ray in the building. Man like J Dub. Appreciate you guys, man. Make sure we are hitting the like button. Big up all the guys that are joining. I think I need to close my back door because we've got planes flying and it might be interfering. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know. Anyway, what we talking about first, man? There's been some interesting bits being published this afternoon. I think this one's been published literally 40 minutes ago about Arsenal and Archie Gray. Now, Archie Gray is a good young English player, plays for Leeds United, Arsenal, Chelsea, Tottenham. Look, Chelsea again. Bloody hell, man. Big Belly Bowley. I swear to you, I'm jealous, bro. I can't lie to you. New manager. They're really backing the manager with a bunch of new players. They've got new wonder kids, you know, already. Brazilian Dons. Oh man, who's that guy? What's his name? Is it Paz? Is it Paz? Is it Pays or Paz? Whatever his name is. But these men are on smoke. These men are on smoke, but they're in for Archie Gray as well, and so are Arsenal, preparing to make a move for their midfield maestro. But we'll have to meet Leeds' 30 million asking price. Now, one thing we have to do, ladies and gentlemen, is replace an homegrown player. If we sell Eddie Nketiah, if we sell ESR, if we sell any one of these homegrown dons, we need to bring in a homegrown don. We're looking at the market thinking, who the hell can we bring in? The homegrown market is dead. It's dead, especially when you're thinking about bringing in someone that can significantly improve one of the players that you're selling at this moment in time. And I believe it's one of the reasons why Arsenal have kind of clung on to, you know, the Eddie Nketiahs, the Reece Nelsons, the ESRs. The ESR is a bit different. I think ESR's got a lot of potential. I don't want to totally write ESR off because I believed in ESR, but where ESR has come, I think I need to go to the store. Why have I got bare planes flying over? What's going on? What is going on? Hold on, bear with me for 1 sec, guys. Hit the like button. I just need to close this back door, man. Okay. Okay. All right, we're back again. You know what? Did I even, you know what? I muted the wrong thing. I was meant to mute my thing. Anyway. So where was I? You know, bare planes flying over. I don't know what's going on. I know we got London Airport over there, but flip, now allow me. Allow me. Anyway. Mm. So yeah, Archie Gray. That's what I was talking about. Archie Gray. Obviously, with these young players that we're looking, or young players, with these homegrown players that we're trying to get rid of, we have to replace them. Looking at the homegrown market, it's not really that great. But Archie Gray is a good young player. And I've seen him play one or two times. There's been a lot of talk about the player. So, you know, when there's a lot of talk, you have to go and do the eye test. And he looks like a really good central midfielder. And yeah, I would be interested in signing him. 30 million wouldn't be too bad for a player of his age and his quality. He's definitely going to go on to be an even better player. And, you know, being a midfielder under a manager like Mikel Arteta, you could see him reach that potential. So let's see. Will Arsenal be pushing for, you know, Archie Gray? I must also add as well, I've actually got my football manager open here because I was playing football manager last night, but I never closed it. Let me look at Archie Gray on this game. I'm pretty sure he's sick on the game. Just going to quickly search him. Archie Gray. Who does he play for? Oh, he plays for Liverpool. And he's extremely good. 24 years old on my one. I'm in 2030. Yeah, he looks good on the game. So yeah, let's see what Arsenal do with this. But there's not much Arsenal news today, ladies and gentlemen. I tell you, there's not much in terms of like transfers anyway. I know a lot of people want to know what's going on with Arsenal's transfers. How active is Edu? I don't know, man. But Newcastle's an interesting one. I want to talk about Chelsea in a little while. We'll move on to Chelsea in a little while, but Newcastle's an interesting one. Let's take a look at this. So Newcastle, I don't know what's going on here, but it does seem to be moving slow. But yeah, Newcastle, they're looking to sell before June the 30th. They need to sell before the June the 30th to comply with profit and sustainability rules, of course, or risk a Premier League points deduction. And sources have confirmed that selling Anthony Gordon a belt reluctantly is one avenue that has been explored. Now, I don't know why this is being mentioned by an Arsenal account. Maybe Arsenal are looking at signing him. I know Anthony Gordon was actually offered to Liverpool. Liverpool, for whatever reason, or they couldn't come to some sort of agreement, but he was actually offered to Liverpool due to a report that I was reading. But the other man in the picture, Isak, that's a player that's heavily been linked with Arsenal in the past. And reports coming out over the past couple of weeks, one's published by Fabrizio Romano, one's coming out yesterday, in fact, by David Ornstien. I don't know if they were published by David Ornstein's account because I couldn't see them, but there's other aggregators talking about this. But saying that Chelsea, again, that name Chelsea, are leading the race to sign Isak. They've contacted Newcastle previously, and now they've contacted Newcastle for the second time. Now, when you hear that and you look at the reports that are coming out, like by Craig Hope, saying that the need is in capital letters. The need is in capital letters. Yeah, they're not mentioning Isak here, but they've put Isak in the photo, and I think that could be a message. I think Chelsea could be close to signing Isak. I think they are on the verge, round the corner settings, signing Isak. Literally round the corner. Big Belly Bowley is going to be pushing for this one. And they probably won't have to sell Anthony Gordon. Oh, now this cat wants to cry. I told her to get in. Hold on, bear me, guys. One sec. Oh, yeah, I told you to get in. Little monkey. Oh, little monkey, eh? Yo. So yeah, this is going to be interesting, man. Chelsea in talks with Newcastle right now over signing Isak. It's a big blow, man. And look, what are we doing? What are we doing? What's Edu doing? What is Edu doing? Is he? I don't know. I don't know what he's doing right now. I want to know what you are doing. Are you on a phone chatting to someone right now? What are you doing, Edu? I swear to you. Because what actually puzzles me, ladies and gentlemen, and some people might say, well, Wax, man, why are you so frustrated, man? Let them do their thing and we'll see what they do. is because another thing that's really frustrating me is that the fact that big journos, David Ornstien, Fabrizio Romano, they are telling us that these clubs are in contact with this, they're in contact with that. Where is Arsenal in contact with who? Where is Arsenal doing business? What, like, I'm just not seeing it, bruv. I'm not seeing it. And I'm starting to get concerned. You know, people keep telling me about the Euros. Don't worry, Wax. After the 1st of July, Arsenal start becoming active. But if Arsenal start becoming active in the 1st of July, I mean, look, let's think about it. You know, all this Declan Rice deal that we got done last year, we actually put the bid in on the 27th of June, 2 days ago from today. Yeah. So it's been a year and 2 days since we put that first bid in for Declan Rice. Yeah, we had Decky done by the 1st of July. It was a pretty smooth kind of transition, transaction and transition from there. But prior to that, how many reports did we have about Arsenal in contact before that first bid actually was launched? Before the first bid was actually even launched. But right now, we're coming to the 1st of July. We ain't hearing Arsenal in contact with no one. Yeah, Arsenal inquiry. They keep telling us that. But really and truly, do we believe that there's an Arsenal inquiry? Maybe, perhaps. But we're making all these inquiries. See, the point I'm trying to make here, what I'm trying to really get at is where's the plan? Where's the clear plan? Where's the 180 different players that you said that you had? Who did you identify? You know, is this guy over in Portugal a waffler? Is he talking shit about Gyokeres? All of a sudden, we get those reports about Gyokeres out of nowhere. You know, we thought it was shut down. We thought, yeah, Almarim, staying at Sporting Lisbon. Viktor Gyokeres isn't going anywhere. Then these guys in Portugal want to give us this breaking news. All of a sudden, Fabrizio Romano comes and throws water all over that news, and the reports disappear. Haven't heard anything since. What are Arsenal actually doing? What are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? I'm just. What are we doing? Big up Cameron in the building. Big up my guy Darth Vader as well. It's jarring because Wax seen it all before and tired with all this BS and nothing concrete is happening. Exactly. And then you're looking at all these other football clubs and they're making it happen. You say, look, Chelsea have got this PSR issue. Chelsea spent over $1 billion. Chelsea is spending all of this money, but they're selling well as well. They're selling players. They've been selling players. But right now, Chelsea have got a plan. Big Belly Bowley's got a plan, and he's actively executing that plan. They managed to get themselves in top 6 last season. Managed. I don't know how, but they managed. And instantly, they're like, let's push on now. Let's push on. Bang. Let's go and get our signings. Let's go and get them for our new manager. Make sure they're together so our new manager can really put his identity down on the table. I mean, they've got a much more work to do than Arsenal have in that sense. But still, these men have pulled out 5-6 players already, and they're about to pull out, 2-3 more in the space of the next week or 2 weeks. That's what many people are anticipating, And this is what it's getting to. Big up 170 Gunner. This is the first time I can actually agree with this guy. Not the first time I can agree with you, but like, guy's always waffling. Guy's always waffling. So, yeah, man. Anyway, bruv, like, let's see what Arsenal can do, man. Let's see what these men can do. AFC equals PR equals propaganda report math. Yes, starting to look that way at times, man. Ravi says, Big Steve, Man City fan, said, play Saka LB, and Gary Neville laughed. But when Wrighty said it, he was okay with it. He was okay with it. I don't know. Even all that talk about Saka playing at left back, what do we think about that? I mean, Saka's not impressed, to be quite fair. Blessed Saturday, my guy. Big you up, trap star. Nothing but love and respect to you, broski. Eddie and Nelson ain't going nowhere, mate. 100K a week. They're staying until their contracts are done. Big up Bradley. I call him Bradley. He might just like, his name's Brad. He might just like the name Brad. Like, what am I calling him Bradley for? That's crazy. Big up Brad, man. Bro, you jealous of Chelsea? No, you know what? You know what? I'm only jealous of the fact that they're active. I'm not jealous of anything more than the fact that they are executing a plan. They mean business. I want to mean business. Now, obviously, there's a lot of time. There's a lot of time. But when you're seeing what Chelsea are doing, we're talking about the players that they're signing, these young gems. These young gems might not even be a part of the first team. They might just be guys that get dashed into the under 23s. I'll tell you now, if you're looking at Willian Estavo, he's probably better than all of Arsenal's under 23s. Just to put it into perspective. You know, them way there. And then you've got a number of dons that they've actually signed on top of that. Then they're adding the marquee guys, you know. Arsenal haven't even added, all right, cool, we've added a goalkeeper. Look, this is what I'm looking at. We've added a goalkeeper. This guy from Norway, Odegaard's boy. Cool. We've signed him. He's going straight into the academy under 23s, yeah? I need to see more activity. I need to see player sales. You know, them way there. Chelsea signed Ian Matson to Aston Villa, 35 million. Where's our Don? Where's our 50 mil, Edu? Where's our 50 mil for Eddie Nketiah? Because I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for that 50M. I swear to you, I'm waiting for that 50M. Edu, do you have any news yet, mate? Any news on what club is coming through with that 50M? Because I need to know. It's not even a joke. Big up my guy Naga in the building, but big up Cannons and Arms as well. Nah, my love and respect, bro. But this is what it is, man. Pressure on Edu. This is why Edu's on the thumbnail. Pressure daily. You'll see Edu on the thumbnail every single day until the window ends. This is what we're doing. Edu Gasper daily. All right? All right? Look at Amari H, bro. Chelsea sold him for more already. We got 20%. This is another thing I wanted to mention. Let's quickly switch over to that because you see the Arsenal fans trying to, you know, promote this 50% thing. Oh, we got 11 mil. Edu, they're cheering, giving Edu bare flowers. I really want to give Edu flowers. No diddy thing. I actually want to give him. I said it in the chat this morning. This is not a thing where I don't want Edu to receive flowers. No diddy. But I need you to step up, Edu. Come on, I need you to step up. I need you to show us that you deserve this shit. That you deserve to be the sporting director of Arsenal Football Club. You know what I mean? Because right now, for anyone that's, you know, a real Arteta ride or die guy, this guy's letting your manager down. This guy's letting your manager down. This guy's making your manager look bad. You know them way there, bro. So let's all put our neck comfortably on this. Put our foot. Sorry, what the hell am I saying here? Put our foot comfortably on this Brazilian Don's neck and leave it there. Keep it there 24 hours a day, okay? Until this guy can prove that he can deliver. By the end of the transfer window, we'll have our results. If he hasn't delivered by the end of the transfer window, sorry, Edu, I don't care about your legendary status that you had with the Invincibles. You're done. You're fucking done. And that's just how we have to see it, mate. Yeah, we've got to be ruthless now. You've been a part of the project since 2019, yeah? Yeah, you learned your dirty tricks from Raul Sanelli. He's no longer here. You have the reins now. What are you doing with them? What are you doing? Okay, you've brought us in Declan Rice, fantastic. You've helped sign Odegaard, fantastic. Yeah, but tell me what else you're doing. What value are you really adding to the project? This is what we want to know, and this is the summer where we are able to make that determination. Facts. That's all it is. If he can't deliver, then see you later, Edu. We go and get someone else out there. Maybe we go and get Paolo Maldini or one of those dons to come in and fucking run the ship with Arteta. I don't know. Or someone that Arteta wants. I don't know. But Arteta, then, we'll move on to you. You've only got one more season. So you won't even get the chance, unless you deliver this season, my friend, you won't even get the chance to talk about who the next sporting director is, bruv, because you'll be gone at the end of the season. That's how this thing needs to run now. Everything's been brought to the level that it needed to be brought to. Yeah. The infrastructure's been built. Everything's been built. We are solid. The foundations are here. Any manager can walk into this. Any manager that has a fucking Scooby-Doo, along with a sporting director that has a Scooby-Doo, can walk into this and take this into what it's meant to be. You know them way there, bro. That's it. That's it. So every single decision right now of Edu needs to be looked at with a different type of microscope, with a different type of lens. Yeah, different type of lens. Anyway, what was we talking about? Amari Hutchinson. So obviously there's all this 50% talk, giving flowers to Edu. He definitely doesn't deserve those flowers. Found out this morning that shit's only 20%. So, everyone's out here giving Eddie flowers for 50%. That shit's 20%. Now, cool. We make money regardless, but I definitely would have been happier with the 22 million, bruv. Now, this is an Amari Hutchinson that left Arsenal Football Club because there was no clear pathway. All right? Forget where Amari Hutchinson's at within his career. Because at the end of the day, players are seen as assets. Whether they significantly improve your football club, whether they have the qualities on the pitch that you need at that time, or whether you can actually make a profit off of those players. They're assets, mate. And that's how they need to be looked at, right? As well, especially from Edu's point of view. Because I'm putting myself in Edu's shoes now. I put myself in Edu's shoes. And I put myself in Perma Isaka's shoes. And I put myself in Arteta's shoes. And I put myself in the owner's shoes. Yeah, us as fans, we have our way of thinking, but I'm totally different to most of you guys, okay? My brain's wired differently to you, man, okay? These man, from a business perspective, are assets. So for you to have allowed this guy to walk for nothing, more or less, all right, we've got 20%, it works out to be about £4 million that we are going to eventually receive. But for you to walk away, let this guy walk away, he's gone to flipping to Chelsea, and within a space of 12 to 24 months, they've managed to get £22 million out of the deal. £22 million at the player. Now, that's what you call business, mate. Forget what they're doing on the pitch. See, people now are going to cloud it by saying, but what are they doing on the pitch, though? Forget what they're doing on the pitch. We're talking about business right now, okay? We're talking about what a sporting director should be looking at, yeah? What owners would be looking at, especially when you've spent over £1 billion in your project and you can't even give me an ROI. 22 million would have been a fantastic ROI for a player that hasn't even played for your football club. 2 games, 3 games, them way there. But we're sitting here trying to give Eddie flowers for 50%, and it's not even 50%, it's 20%. Yeah? This guy needs to really wake up. And this is what I'm saying to you. Wake up, Eddie. Because this is the summer, Eddie. You need to deliver, man. You need to deliver. And the owners need to be thinking the same. Brad says we need 20 mil, not 20%. This is what I'm saying, bro. Especially for a player that we have more or less mentored for however long. Since he was like 11 years old, man. You know what I mean? And look, the bottom line is we lost out on this as well. We lost out on this 22 million, more or less. Why? Because there was no clear pathway. Amari Hutchinson left because there was no clear pathway. Now, that's the same as a lot of these young players. We're losing young players by the season because there's clearly no clear pathway. We can't say these players are dead because they were in and around the first team, going to Champions League games, going to Dubai trips. So Mikel Arteta obviously believed in them, but for whatever reason, he wasn't trying to factor them into his game plan. He wasn't giving them the minutes when he could have clearly gave them minutes. We could have mentioned so many games this season or the season that we just finished where Arteta could have gave the young players minutes. Now, I know people are going to use Ethan Nwaneri. People have used Ethan Nwaneri, but he signed a new contract. I get it. There has been a certain level of there's been a different certain level of picture that's been painted for Ethan Nwaneri, and maybe the advice and the guidance that he's been getting outside of Arsenal, like we're talking parents, we're talking people like that are encouraging him to submit his future to Arsenal Football Club. It could be a different thing, you know what I mean? As well as that, Ethan Nwaneri, out of all of the players that we have mentioned that have been a part of the Champions League squads or gone on Dubai trips, he has been given minutes. He got a few minutes in the Carabao Cup or the FA Cup, I think it was, or it was one of those. And then he got the debut and all of that, like 2 years ago or whenever it was. Like look, I know he signed that deal and he's the only one that has signed that deal, but we still don't know how it's going to turn out for Ethan Nwaneri at Arsenal Football Club. We still don't know. We hope this summer he's going to get brought in. We hope this summer that we're going to see You know, him performing pre-season, and this season we get to see more minutes given to him in, you know, domestic cup games, and even in the league, I'll be willing to give him minutes. Let's see how Arteta manages that. But we still don't know how it's going to turn out. You know, in the next year, 2 years, Ethan Wineri could say to himself, you know what, I actually want to leave. You know, there could be something. You know, it happened with Charlie Patino. We've seen the same thing with Charlie Patino under Mikel Arteta. He initially signed a contract. Remember, he signed a contract. And then decided that he didn't want to sign another contract. Do you know what I mean? So it was crazy. But then I think we did get him to sign another contract, didn't we? We did get him to sign a contract, and he went, and that's when we sent him out on loan. And we've done that to protect his value. But we don't know how Charlie Patino feels. Does Charlie Patino want to be at Arsenal, or does he want to actually leave? So there could be complications with Ethan Wineri in the future. But the bottom line is that young players are questioning whether there's a clear pathway. And that's because of what's going on at the football club. And this is one of those players that done that. And look, 24 months later, he's walking into Ipswich for £22 million. You know, it sounds like a Bamiyang 2.0. There's so much that you can say when it comes to players that we terminated. But anyway, like the incompetence is high at Arsenal, man. Especially with Edu, and this is the reason why we've got to keep the pressure up, ladies and gentlemen. The pressure needs to stay high. I'm convinced Edu's in Jamaica, is in a Jamaican mountain bunning on high grade for some Rasta. Zeke says, when you break it down, it's a mad thing. Edu in reality should be sacked 100%. Exactly. It's what it is, man. When you look at what there is to look at as a sporting director, he's not competent enough. He's not a guy to do the job. He's not a guy. But he's got this summer to prove me wrong and everyone else wrong that believes. Bro, I always watch your show every time with my son. I would love to request if you can reduce swearing on your videos, please. I do apologize, man. I do apologize. Football fan club. I do apologize. I tell myself this all the time. You're not the only one as well. But yeah, I'll definitely turn it down. Did he even play a single game for Chelsea? I actually think he played in one of their domestic games. I think he played in one of their domestic games. But either way, they made 22 million out of him, and that's based off the loan spell that he had. He carried Ipswich last season. He carried Ipswich to promotion. And you go and look at his GA. His GA for a midfielder last season for Ipswich was good. I think he got about at least 20 GA last season in the league, bro. So Amari Hutchinson was integral, and that's why Ipswich signed him. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's see, man. Let's see. Chelsea making moves, and Arsenal are sleeping, so therefore we snooze. No, that's not how it goes, does it? What am I talking about? Arsenal snooze, so we lose. I don't know what's going on, bro. Okay. Where are we? All right, let's move on to this fraudulent Don, Paul Scholes. All right, so Paul Scholes, and look, this is sad. This is sad for me, right? I know Paul Scholes was a rival, and he played for Manchester United. But if I am to be totally honest, growing up as a child, Paul Scholes was one of my favorite players. He was one of my favorite players, one of my favorite English players. Great attacking midfielder. Eventually became, a DM. He was so complete that he could play in every single role in the central area. One of the best passers of the ball. Yeah. But there's your flowers, Paul. There's your flowers. Now that love's been lost, mate. I swear to you, you're calling out my boy. You're calling out my boy. Straight up beef. You're calling out my boy. You're calling out my boy because of your fraudulent manager, Gareth Southgate, yeah? The guy that you're trying to protect. Yeah? Okay. Yeah. Paul Toes. Yeah? Got pictures on the net kissing up Gary Neville and that. Don't worry, we'll expose you in a minute, bruv. We've got them sitting there waiting. Yeah? But this Don thought he could go on Instagram and call out Declan Rice. This is what he says. He says, Maino will make you play. Foden and Bellingham will win you games. Think forward and take less touches, please, Deck. Laters. You're just trying to, and then are you trying to take the piss? Is Paul Scholes really trying to take the piss? Okay. We understand that players had bad games and that, but you know what? You saw what Declan's capable of doing. Not only did he carry West Ham for a number of years as a captain, he also won them a major honor in Europe. Okay, then he come over to Arsenal and literally transformed our midfield. Okay, all right, we didn't win any trophies. I know that's what people are going to say. Oh, what trophies did you win? I get it, bro. I get it. I know what the aim of the game is. Don't come at me with that dickhead energy, bro. We're talking about an individual brilliance of a player that has single-handedly transformed our midfield. Because without Declan Rice, I think that midfield would have just sank. You know, Xhaka was integral the season prior. We clearly saw that as well. But Declan Rice is just, he's a phenomenal player. And when you got Paul Scholes, who is one of the best midfielders in the game, calling you out, I got a question here. And I know Paul Scholes ain't doing this because he doesn't rate Declan Rice. He's doing this because he's being biased, isn't he? He's doing this because it's ingenuine. Like, it's not, you know what I mean? And man's just being fake, bro. You're just being fake for the cameras. You're being fake for the cameras. But what that leads to, bro, is beef. Because when man want to front for the cameras, yeah, and you want to start saying things and talking behind man's back, yeah, and you want to put these posts out on Instagram, saying whatever you're saying, it's beef, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna come and knock on your door. Come into your door, mate. Gonna pull up, and we're gonna have words. Big up Sergio in the building. Yeah, man. Paul Scholes. So he's calling out Declan Rice. Let's see how Declan Rice responds. Obviously, Declan Rice probably will be playing tomorrow. I know it's been said that Maino is going to be starting, but listen, I don't really give a damn about England. I don't care who starts, to be quite fair. But don't call out my boy Decky. Yeah, don't call out my boy Decky. Ben White's had the right idea, man. Ben White had the right idea. Just leave England to do whatever they do. They're going to be a bunch of failures anyway. The history says whatever it says. We haven't done shit since 1966. It is what it is, bro. Do you know them way there, cuz? So, bro, I know people want to play for their country, and obviously how you're going to reject, the opportunity to play for your country. But whilst Gareth Southgate drives the England bus, you're going to be failures. You're going to be failures. Might as well stay at home, get yourself prepared for the new season so you can win the Premier League with your club, the club that actually really care about you. Them England man don't even care about you. I'll tell you how much England care about you. England didn't even take Marcus Rashford to the Euros, right? But guess what? All summer they've been using Marcus Rashford's face for England's promotional campaigns. They've been using Marcus Rashford's face for all of their promotional campaigns. Yeah, them man don't give a fuck about no one. Yeah, couldn't even take him to the Euros, bro. But you're still using him for all your marketing campaigns. Bare marketing campaigns. I'm seeing England on buses with Marcus Rashford's face on the bus. I'm like, bro, he's not even at the Euros, bro. He's not even at the Euros. Gareth Southgate didn't even take him. Did those guys at the association not get the memo? Did they not get the memo? Crazy. The man don't give a shit. The man don't know what's going on. And I think there's a massive, massive, massive cultural problem. That's the reason why England just can't play together. They can't play together. Manager problem and cultural problem. They need to go and get a real winner in there that's going to bring those players together. Do you know what I mean? I've been Southgate out the longest. Should never have been in charge for the last two major tournaments. Exactly. The teams have been qualified enough to win both of those major tournaments. Now I know, he's done decently well. Semi-finals and a finals. Is it a final we got to as well, isn't it? It was a final. But come on, man. I don't know who calls the shots for the England job, but that trigger should have been pulled a long time ago on this manager. Them way there. So like I said, Ben White's got the right idea. But let's see what England do. Let's see what they do. They've been poor so far. Let's see what they do. Euros back today. I think the first game. When does the first game kick off? Let me see. Let's have a little look. I don't even know, man. Again, I don't care about the Euros, bro. Still late up, bro. What's the early kickoffs, man? You started playing at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Now you got to make us wait all the way to the flipping. You know what I mean? chatting shit. I didn't even watch none of those early kickoffs really. But yeah, they kick off today. Switzerland and Italy at 5 o'clock, and then you've got Germany and Denmark at 8 o'clock. So yeah. Exactly, man. These men are trying to call out Decky, bro. Don't worry. Decky next season we're winning the Premier League, buddy. We're going to be winning the Premier League. And if we don't, then, you'll have a new manager to do it with the following season. So, all right, where are we, man? Where are we? Let's have a little look and see what is going on with Arsenal right now. It's not really looking good with Arsenal. Whilst we're here on Declan Rice, this was actually said by Declan Rice. Declan Rice was asked about Bruno Guimaraes and the rumours of him joining Arsenal, and he basically said, and he smiles whilst he says this, I don't know if it's true, but I think me and him would be an exciting duo for Arsenal fans. So he's kind of rubbing it in there. Maybe he does know something. But at least we know he'll be excited to play alongside Bruno Guimaraes. Will Arsenal be pushing for Bruno? Is that a way of Newcastle kind of alleviating this financial pressure that they're under at the moment? I don't know. It's going to be interesting. If Isak goes Chelsea, and that's a big if, I will be looking at Arsenal differently. Why didn't we move for him? Because I know he would choose Arsenal over Chelsea. Big up the Cowboy in the building as well. Not but love and respect to you. Big up Melbourne. Big up PTM Productions. Big up Joe Muwashi. Gotta say surnames, man. We've got bear the same first name. Scholes knows exactly what he's doing. He's a wind-up merchant. Yeah, of course, man. But he's really just being biased. Like it's disingenuous. Disingenuous. I can't even get the word out. Because he's really just being biased, bro. He knows the quality of Declan Rice, but you're there trying to put Mano in there, and you're trying to throw that Declan Rice under the bus, acting like Declan Rice isn't that guy. Come on, man. Let's be real, man. Let's be real. It's just being a dickhead. That's you know what type of take that is. That's a talk sport type of take. That is a full talk sport type of take. That's a talk sport type of take. That's the type of take you would hear on talk sport. Seriously. Don put it on his Instagram as well. He put it on his Instagram. Talk sport takes, bruv. I enjoy watching Yardman give you a run for your money, G. No one's giving me a run for my money, man. Like it's just conversations. If people have opposing opinions, that's fine, man. Like at the end of the day, see when people got opposing opinions, you just have to give your reasons as to why, and the audience, decide who they agree with. If it's that's what it is. If it's a debate, because that's what it usually boils down to, being a debate. Especially when it comes down to me, anyway. If we're having a conversation, it usually just boils back to a debate, because I'm just trying to get my points across. I do take in what their person's got to say, though, but yeah. All good vibes, though. Yeah, no, Yardman's my guy, man. Big up Yardman. I much appreciate Yardman. I've done about 5 streams with Yardman now. Yeah, man. Done a number of streams together. Even Gary Neville would not say such. Yeah. Gary Neville was a madman, but yeah, he probably wouldn't go as wild as what Paul Scholes said anyway. But big up all the guys that are joining the stream. Make sure we are hitting the like button. I'm not too sure how many likes are on the video. Please, someone update me, but do hit that like button. I've got so many tabs and happening on my screens right now. I need to. I can't see it. Don't know what tab it is. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. Bruno Guimaraes to Arsenal. Will that happen? I'm not too sure. Have Arsenal got the money to get that done? There's literally not much going on with Arsenal today, bro. It is dead. Let me just quickly refresh this. So we've had some like AFC updates. Let me look at this. Look at this, man. Look at this. This is what I'm saying, bro. Seeing this, this is a bit questionable now. Brings Edu under, more pressure. But Yusuf Fofana in talks with AC Milan. Monaco could be willing to accept. I actually see this the other day, actually. Flipping hell. I did see this the other day. Yusuf Fofana in talks with AC Milan, or AC Milan interested in Yusuf Fofana. 25 million euros, which works out to be about 18 million pounds, is what Monaco could be willing to accept. And where's Eddie? Where's Eddie? Where is he? Wax, even Liverpool are messing around, being too slow. Yeah. I mean, I haven't really looked at the Liverpool project to even give, any real opinion on it. I would only assume at this point that it's, I wouldn't say it's a financial issue, but it would at the same time be a financial issue. They're probably looking at the books, might be looking at players to sell. Obviously, new managers come in. So the new manager has to know what he wants to do. So then the owners kind of can work alongside that. I thought I just heard a wasp, but it wasn't a wasp. So the owners can kind of work alongside that, because players who are staying, who's going, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what Liverpool do. I'm looking forward to seeing the transformations and the transitions of these clubs. You know, Manchester United adding Van Nistelrooy and that other new manager to their club as well. So they're going to have two assistant managers. He's always had two, I think. Ten Hag, but he's got Van Nistelrooy joining, and he's got that guy. What's his name? Rack? Is it Rake or Rack or something like that? You know, I'm looking forward to seeing how they transition into the new season. They're obviously looking at a number of different players as well, so that's going to be interesting. Big names as well, man. Big names, and it's not even like they're looking at them. We're being told by the big ones, the big journos, Fabrizio Romano, that they're in contact. Manuel Ugarte, Manchester United are in contact with Manuel Ugarte. That's already confirmed in terms of like personal terms and that. They're just trying to finalize a fee with PSG. They're just trying to finalize a fee with PSG. Manuel Ugarte is a good player, bro. He's a good player. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing his surname right. But I'm sure you guys know who I'm actually talking about. 23 years old. He's still young. I actually thought he was older than that. I thought he was about 25. He's only 23. Do you know what I mean? So, and they're looking at, and they've reached out. Who else they're in contact with? Who else confirmed it? I think it was David Ornstien confirmed it this morning. I can't see it on his account, but so maybe it was on a podcast that he done or something. But you know, the aggregators, they're confirming that Manchester United have also in contact with Bayern Munich over signing Matthias de Ligt. So, you know, when you're looking at all this activity and you're like, what the hell's going on? What is Edu doing? Do we know what's going on? Are we in contact with anyone? Like, what the hell? We're making it. I see inquiries, Calafiori and all these, man, but what's going on? I'll support you, Wax, but this season I'm on loan to Real Madrid. Chelsea really on Project Youth mission. Hopefully Santi joins forces with Arteta too. Well, he's staying at his club for another season. So Santi has signed 1-year extension. He's staying for one more season. Signed Black on a 1-year contract. On a 1-year contract. He's only got 1 year left in his contract. Big up the Cowboy says, wake the F up. Exactly, Edu. What's going on? But look at this one. Yusuf Fofana to AC Milan. If I see that happen, I'm going to be so pissed off, man. 18 million pounds for Yusuf Fofana. And you're telling me Edu's going to let that slide? No, man. No way. There's no accepting that. No accepting that, bro. No way can we accept that. That's sackable. That is sackable. Yusuf Fofana. We've seen what he's capable of doing. We've seen how qualified he's been for Monaco. We see how qualified he was against us. He tore us apart. And for £18 million, you're going to not even look at that. Just to quickly remind Paul Scholes of who he really is, bruv. Yeah? Calling that Declan Rice. You madman. You madman. What's this here? There's so much going on at Newcastle. They are in a mess with PSR. Of course they're in a mess. Of course they're in a mess. How can Newcastle not be in a mess? They need the Champions League football, bro. They increased the value of their operations. You don't understand how the thing works. You bought Tonelli, Isak, Bruno Guimaraes, Sven Botman. You man went mad. You man went mad. You were swinging relegation 2 years ago, bro. What do you expect was going to happen if you didn't qualify for Champions League again? But yeah, they are in a mess with PSR. And this could be... But this is what this guy says, Luke Edwards, right, from the Telegraph. He says there is so much going on at Newcastle. They are in a mess with PSR, and there is no point pretending otherwise. He says, I'm told there are multiple deals being discussed at the moment involving various players, but at a determination not to sell either Isak or Gordon. So they're trying to keep hold of Isak. They're trying to do everything they can to keep hold of Isak and Gordon. But they might not be able to do that. They might not be able to do that. That means Chelsea will sign Isak because there's nothing between Arsenal and Isak. There's nothing. Unless Edu magically comes out of his bed, like he literally wakes up like Mr. Bean. You know when Mr. Bean woke up? Still got his eyes closed, brushing his teeth. Doesn't even fucking realize his phone's ringing. It's the agent. It's Isak's agent. He's telling man that Chelsea are ready to close a deal. What are you doing, Edu? Are you ready? He's there, just in his mirror, brushing his teeth, looking like Mr. fucking Bean, wearing his brown pajamas, with his flipping. Oh, come on, Edu, man. Teddy bear still stuffed in his pocket. I don't know what Edu is doing, bro, but he needs to wake up. He needs to wake up. Edu, man, we want to give you flowers. No, Diddy. We want to give you your flowers this summer. But you have to prove your worth, mate. You have to prove your worth. And right now, teams are active with plans. We're being told they're in discussions. In discussions. Teams are making contacts. Tell me where Arsenal's making contact with anyone. Edu's still looking at the whiteboard saying, like standing there for minutes. Just, I don't know what he's doing, bro. I really don't know what he's doing. But this is the summer where he needs to step up. They're in a mess. Well, lighten some it is Bruno pack, year kit up, carpet bounds. Sorry, I can't read that properly. I can't read that properly at all. Yeah, listen, man, Bruno Guimaraes, you know, that release clause no longer exists. So yeah, they can ask for whatever they want. And that's gonna be, you know, their biggest sell, I think. Bruno Guimaraes. Who's gonna be the team to sign him? Don't know. Probably go to Man City. You've also got this one as well with Chelsea, man. So Big Belly Bowley just isn't playing around, man. Kieran Dewsbury Hall rejected Brighton last night, for those that don't know. So what's happened? So what's happened is Enzo Maresca, you know, used to manage my man, got him on however many GA last season, 27 GA from midfield under Enzo Maresca last season. So clearly, Dewsbury Hall is a key part of how Maresca wants to play football. 27 GA. I know it's in the Championship, But if he can replicate that, come into the Premier League based on the quality that we already know Dewsbury Hall has, he's 26 years old. 26, you're mentioning that number again, 26, 25, 26. Who else is that age? Oh, yeah, Reece Nelson, Eddie Nketiah. Yeah. But anyway, so Brighton, Chelsea made contact, didn't put a bid down. Brighton come along and said, you know what, we'll give you money and a swap deal. How about that? And I think it was that guy Moda. Is it Moda or Moder, who plays for Brighton, one of their young players? He actually agreed to join Leicester. Personal terms agreed, contract ready to get signed and everything. And I think Dewsbury Hall also came extremely close to agreeing. I think they actually agreed as well, personal terms with Brighton to go Brighton. And Big Belly Bowley come along, picks up the phone. Yo, what are you telling me, girl? What are you telling me? Big Belly Bowley come along, picked up the phone and said to Dewsbury Hall, are you mad? Where you going? Your manager's here. We're bringing you here. Don't worry. We're coming for you any day now. So what he's done, what Dewsbury Hall's done, he's rejected Brighton. He rejected Brighton, which fucked up the swap deal for Brighton. So Mo there has to go back to Brighton. He's not going to Leicester. And Dewsbury Hall is sitting there waiting for this Big Belly Bowley paycheck to come through. Yeah. So look, Chelsea are serious. When you're talking about get excited, when you're talking about clear plan, this is a team that have that. All right, their results haven't gone that way. They sabotaged. They salvaged their season and got back into Europe. Big them up for doing that, yeah? But there's someone that's got a plan. There's someone that's active, executing a plan. Tell me what Edu is fucking doing. Tell me what our plan is. Tell me what we're trying to do to build on last season. What are we doing? This is what winds me up, bro. And it's not only Chelsea. And what people, and another excuse that people have said to me as well. But Wax, Liverpool and Man City ain't really doing anything. Okay. So what? Because Liverpool and Man City ain't really doing anything, right? We're happy to not be doing anything as well. Don't we have a Premier League to win? Don't we have a Champions League that some delusional dons want to win? Don't we have domestic cups that we want to win? Don't we have deadwood players that have never been good enough for this football club on 100K a week contracts needed out the door? So what are we doing? That's what I'm saying, bro. Stop thinking about Man City and Liverpool. Because when it comes to the season, and them man are all equipped to go again, and we are a man down, 2 man down, 3 positions down. We didn't get the left back we needed, so we still got Zinchenko and Tomiyasu as well. He's still there. Yeah. We couldn't really identify a striker, so we're gonna keep Eddie Nketiah. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll keep Eddie one more season. The media will PR us, try and tell us that all these clubs come in, but they didn't meet an agreement because they were just short of the 50 million valuation. Like, they're gonna give us the gas. Get ready for it. Get ready for it. Fasten your seatbelts and get ready. Okay? Because that is exactly what these men will end up doing if Edu does not pull his finger out right now. And this is the reason why I want the algorithm to pick me up and send me to Edu, bro. No Diddy thing. You need to pick me up and send me to Edu because he needs to hear this. He needs to understand that there is pressure. Teams are active. You better start opening that barbecue, putting the coal on, and getting it ready, bruv. Because we need some action right now. Yeah, we need some players out the door. That is so important to me right now. So important to see Eddie Nketiah leave, ESR leave. So I know that we mean business. So I know that we mean business, bro. It's the 1st of July in like 2 days. 2 days. 2 days. We don't even have dons ready and waiting, coming, doing their training, looking at the scenery, finding their home. Who's finding their home? Has anyone finding their home yet? Has anyone gone through the stadium yet? I mean, PR'd by the artwork on the wall yet? I don't know. Bro, there's a long process to go through, bro. And Edu needs to hurry up. That should have all been done and dusted. You know? At least one player for the first team should have been signed, and at least one or two players should have left by now. But to hear there's nothing really in the pipeline. I mean, we're hearing Crystal Palace and this lot for ESR. It's just not. I don't know, man. I don't know how serious it is, bro. Wax, Chelsea are acting like the prisoner and prison officer active behind closed. Oh no! Oh, shut up! Oh, they really. Oh my guy! And that video went viral, boy. Hey, damn! That video went viral. Crazy. Alfie is the maddest. Big up Alfie. No trophy soon, and players like Saka, Saliba, and Odegaard will leave. Big up my guy Stacey in the building. Big up Naruto as well. Signing 12 young players don't mean shit. What do you mean signing 12 young players don't mean shit? Melbourne, man. Listen, they're active. They're active. They ain't signed 12 young players, bro. And Dewsbury Hall is another player that they're looking to bring through the door. And you know what the maddest thing is? Let's not even worry about the players that they're actually signed, because opinions will differ. Okay, opinions will differ. Where we need to be on the same page is that these frauds are spending money. Okay, they're spending money. They're spending money. Okay. You know what? Let me actually find out how much money Chelsea have just spent. Well, let's do a bit of investigations. Okay, we'll do some investigations. Yeah. We want to do some investigations. We'll actually find out how much money Chelsea have spent so far this window. And this is just Chelsea. Like, I don't even care about the players. I just care about the money. I care about these man pulling the money out and putting it down on the table. Right, this is moving a bit weird. It's moving a bit weird. Oh my god, Chelsea are splashing cash, you know. They're splashing cash. Some of these deals are going down as for last season, okay, because that's because of the 31st thing, isn't it? All right, okay. So if you in order to add this up, yeah, because some of these deals, I think they're going down as like they were last season deals. Oh, hold on, let me see if I'm reading this right. Damn. Last season, where you know how much money Chelsea spent last season? Do you know how much money Chelsea spent last season, blood? Chelsea spent 466 million euros, blood. Chelsea spent 466 million euros last season. And the season before that, they've done 630 million euros. That is crazy. 630 million euros in Big Belly Bowley's first season. That is mad. That is mad. And then he done 466 million in his second season. And so far this season, they've only done 22.5 million. And that's on Amari Kellyman. They've actually made 77 million so far. And that's with Ian Mason and Lewis Hall, who they sold to Newcastle. So Chelsea have signed players. Hold on. No, actually, they've spent more than that. Chelsea also spent 34 million on that guy Estavo. So that guy Estavo Willian, who they signed from Palmeiras, they spent 34 million pounds on him. And that other young player who they got from the Argentinian team, this is the guy I was talking about, Kendry Paz. Kendry Paz on Football Manager. This guy is world class, blood. Yeah. There's a question mark next to him, but there's a question mark. Oh, wow. There's a question mark beside his name. I bet that question mark stands for brown envelopes. Hey, that is definitely a brown envelope question mark. There's an actual, there's a question mark beside his name. But 34 million for Estavo Willian. So they've done just over 15 million so far. They've done 56 million so far, Chelsea. 56 million, and Arsenal haven't even spent a pound yet. Okay. They've also made 77 million, and Arsenal haven't even made a pound yet. If we just want to focus on player sales, we haven't even made a pound yet. They've made 77 million off 2 players. 2 players, 77 million. Thank you. And they're probably 2 players. Like Ian Matson's a bit different. Obviously, he made Champions League final. He played, integral player for Dortmund last season. But the other player, he did get a run in the team whilst Graham Potter was there, I'm sure. Yeah, he did get a run in the team whilst Graham Potter was there. What's his name? Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall was definitely in the team while Graham Potter was there, and I think Poch might have played him a little bit, or was he gone by then? I don't know. I think he was gone by then. Maybe Lampard's played him. I don't know, but he got sold for 32 million, blood. Anyway, Chelsea needs to be stopped, man. Chelsea are not going to play. They're in talks right now. To sign Isak from Newcastle, ladies and gentlemen. And as Luke Edwards has just confirmed with us, Newcastle are in a total mess, and there's no point pretending otherwise. So that only means they're going to be having to sell players, man. And Anthony Gordon's going to be one of those players. He's already been offered to Liverpool this week. Talks over a move have broken down. The proposed deal included Jarrell Quansah heading in the opposite direction. Now, Jarrell Quansah is my main centre-back for my Burnley team. Actually, I might be able to show... Nah, it's long. It might just slow everything down. I was going to say, I've got my Football Manager loaded up. I might be able to show you my team. But Jarrell Quansah, yeah, he's my captain on my team. He's about 27 now. But he was going to be heading in the opposite direction. But it wasn't right for Liverpool. So Liverpool didn't want to lose Jarrell Quansah. Of course they didn't want to lose Jarrell Quansah. The guy's a quality centre-back. Quality. And he can play right back as well, blood. So, yeah, Newcastle could be the team. Talking of Arsenal news, let's switch over to Arsenal quickly. We've got a translated post here for Sambi Lokonga. And as we do know, Sevilla have been interested in Sambi Lokonga. They are only willing to put an option on the table for him. They want to loan him. That loan has been kind of agreed, but they're just trying to iron out the final details. Let's see what this tweet's got to say. This was published 2 hours ago. Big up Bradley says we need to match Chelsea's bid. If not, I'm done. Troy Mitchell says don't stress. He's been saying this for weeks. Let's see, man. I think you're going to be stressing come the end of the window, bro. I want to see them grey hairs by the end of the window, my guy. He does say though, don't stress over Arsenal peeps. They ain't doing anything this month, and he might have a point. That's what some of the guys in the WhatsApp group have said as well. Big up Nacho. He says you can't blame Paul Scholes. Something your own legend started. Can't blame Scholes. No. I'm blaming Paul Scholes for the disrespect of Declan Rice. Basically saying that Declan Rice, needs to kind of be dropped from the England team because Mainu can show him how it's done. That's more or less what he indicated on his Instagram post. And I'm like, are you a dickhead, bro? Like, big up Mainu, yeah, because he's a good player, but don't ever disrespect Declan Rice, yeah, because he will carry that England midfield. Right now, you've got the bigger problem. Instead of being biased and instead of hiding away from the actual problem, you're sitting there calling Declan Rice out because the bigger problem is Southgate, isn't it? Everybody knows it. It's clear as day. But Paul Scholes is there talking about dropping Declan Rice to play Manu, yeah, and Declan Rice needs to kind of stop taking too many touches and blah 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 blah. Hey, you gingerbread man. Go and kiss Gareth. Go and kiss Gareth Neville, Gary Neville, man. Gareth Neville, you know. Gary Neville. Gary Neville. Anyway, Isak isn't going to Chelsea. Ronaldo wannabe. How can we make money when Edu is on vacation? Kendry Paz is Venezuelan from Venezuela Wax. No, but he played for an Argentinian team. That's what I said. Independe, whatever they're called. He was playing in Argentina. What was I saying? Nothing in life is a guarantee, but money helps a hell of a lot. Having competence fucking helps as well, mate. I tell you. Chelsea were given an allowance to spend whatever they wanted in their first year of acquisition. Well, that's why that money goes over 600 million, bro. That's crazy amounts of money that they were spending. Don't worry about Chelsea spending. They are elite at selling. There you go. In the same time of them spending 466 mil, they did sell players for about 200 and something mil. Let me quickly double check that. They made 276 million off of selling players, and that includes loan spells as well. They made no money off of Aubameyang. He was a free transfer, but they paid for Aubameyang, didn't they? What was their biggest sell? Their biggest sell was Kai Havertz. Their biggest sell that made up and helped them balance their books was Kai Havertz. 75 million. 75 blood clot mil. Yeah, that's what it says here. Obviously, it's in euros, but it works out to be 65. The second one was Mason Mount to Manchester United. We all got finessed. How can, like, imagine this. Let's deep this. How the hell, look, we got finessed. Man United got finessed. But, Man City was able to walk in there and get Kovacic for less than 30M. You're telling me Man City was able to walk into Chelsea at the same time and walk out with Kovacic for less than 30M. Tell me these man ain't brown bagging. What the fuck is going on? How did they do that? But we're out here paying 65, 70M for Kai Havertz. And Man United got finessed. Of course they got finessed. Look who was driving their bus at the time. They got finessed 60 plus mil for flipping for Mason Mount. Bro, it's an absolute joke. Nightmare. I can't believe that, bro. Just thinking about it now. Proper brown bag finessed. And we allowed that, you know. I hear Kovacic is older, though. No, I hear it still. Doesn't matter, man. Out of all of the players in that team at Chelsea, Kovacic is probably the only player that anyone would have wanted anyway. You know them way there. Like, you looked at that Chelsea team. Who else was you really taking out of that Chelsea team? Like, if you had to pick anyone of that Chelsea team, when we signed Kai Havertz, I'm pretty sure everyone would have said, yeah, we'll probably take Matteo. Yeah? No one would have said Kai Havertz. No one would have said anyone else, really, bro. Only Kovacic. That's what I'm saying. No one else would have been taken from that team. But Man City walk in, they take not only the best player at the team, they get them for less than 30 mil. And we go there and sign, all right, cool, 24-year-old, 25-year-old. That's got the worst data in the Premier League for a striker. And we actually give them the most money that they made for a player that season. Talk about fraudulence. Talk about incompetence. Talk about brown bags, mate. Talk about brown blood clot bags. You know what I mean? Because them man over there, big belly bowling ain't rampant. I think he had 1 year left. I know there's probably context to be looked at, but you know, it's Kovacic, man. I would have rather just gone and signed Kovacic. He would have come in and replaced Xhaka and been a good partner for Declan Rice. You could have had Kovacic and Xhaka, Kovacic and Rice. Do you know what I mean? Could have had Kovacic and Rice, but it is what it is, man. Reece James has been injury prone for too long now, man. So I did like Reece James when he's fully fit, but Anyway, what did we have on the screen here? Totally forgot, man. Totally forgot. What's going on here? It's these waffle sessions. Arsenal still insist on including a mandatory purchase of 15 million euros. All right, we got a figure, guys. We got a figure. So what we're doing here, we're trying to recoup the money that we paid for Lokonga. So the initial loan fee will be 3 million, and Arsenal want to put an obligation to buy for 15 mil. That's 18 mil. We paid 18.5 mil, which puts us at a 500k loss at this moment in time. However, we have to know what we took from Luton. How much money did we get from Luton when we loaned him to Luton? Did Luton? We got Darth Vader in the chat. Are you in the chat, Darth? Let us know what the finances were looking like with that loan move to Luton. Because, you know, the reason why I look at these things, ladies and gentlemen, is because this means that the incompetence is real. All right? The incompetence is real. You know, Lokonga was signed to Arsenal Football Club on the basis that this was Yaya Toure 2.0. You didn't even do the eye test to come to your own, make your own determination. You just decided to put 18.5 million down on the table for him. Didn't get nothing out of him. Wasn't able to develop him. And now we're here not even two, it's like 3 years, 3.5 years, 4 years. Lokonga was signed in Mikel Arteta's first full season, isn't it? Oh no, second. Second full season he was signed, isn't it? Second full season. Is it the second full season? No ROI, no return, no trophy, and not even a profit. Not even a profit. You're telling me in the same space of time, Chelsea was able to make 22 million off an Arsenal player, and we can't even do the same thing with a guy that was sold to us as Yaya Toure 2.0. That's why I look at this. That's why I look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Incompetence, because these are decisions that are being made by the people that are driving our bus. I need to look at these decisions, scrutinize these decisions, so I can see if these guys can really get us over the line. Can these guys carry us? You know, I have question marks over the manager, whether the manager can mentally prepare the players for a whole 38-game campaign and win us the league. He's, you know, proven to not be able to do that over the past 2 seasons. Come close last season, but, you know, 1 more season left to do that. You got Edu as well, struggling to sell players, making decisions that are costing us, you know, that could be detrimental, not only for the project now, but for the future projects that Arsenal are to play and run with. Like, if we decide that we have to sack Mikel Arteta, if Mikel Arteta gets sacked next summer, and we sack Edu alongside Arteta, the next manager that comes in has to then pick up all the pieces that were left by that regime. And those pieces ain't going to be lightweight. They're going to be heavy. They're going to be heavy. You know, you're talking about the debt being, you know, hundreds of millions of pounds in debt. Hundreds of millions. So therefore, the new manager has to come in and solve a problem that should have been solved by the old regime. And the way they solve it would have been by selling players. So now, new regime comes in, if they do have to decide to sell Mikel Arteta and Edu, and they have no emotional attachment to the players that we want to keep. Now, of course, they know who the core players are going to be, the core squad is, but you got to think, if a new manager comes in, he might not like Saliba. Saliba might like him. It means that Saliba now has to be the sacrifice, even if they like each other, due to the financial restraints that the club are under, due to the project that we've just had with Mikel Arteta and Edu, and their incompetence at really delivering on the financial aspects of that project. Then, yeah, he'll have no choice but to sell Saliba. He will have no choice but to sell, you know, Saka or whoever it may be. and that's where it will come to. So this is the reason why every single decision and every single thing that Edu does has to be looked at from a different type of lens. Okay, so that's how I do it. That's how I do it, man. It was a free. There we go. Look at that then. So we made no money off Lokonga going to Luton. It was free. Luton was just covering his wages. Incompetence. There we go. Bro, the Lit's 40 million. That's what I'm saying. What are we doing? What are we waiting for? Go and get it done. We need another centre back. We need another centre back, man. Like, let's not. Anyway, Wax, we probably paid more than half his wages to go to loan on loan to Luton. There we go. Look at this. We're making no money, man. No money. We're making no money under this sporting director, and it's extremely questionable. And with Mikel Arteta as well, you have to. He plays a part, because if Mikel Arteta isn't, really trying to give these guys minutes to keep them fit, or for them to just kind of demonstrate their quality, just be fair with the guys. If you've given ESR a new contract, if you've given Eddie a new contract, if you've given Reece Nelson a new contract, then you can only assume you've done that because you like the player, you think the player is good enough, you think the player can improve what you're doing at the club. But then your actions go totally against all of that. It just doesn't make sense to me as to why a football club would have renewed a contract of a player, 100K a week, 5 million signing on fee. 5 million signing on fee. How are you giving Reece Nelson a 5 million signing on fee, but you're only receiving 3 million for Sevilla for a Lokonga loan fee? Make it make sense. Like, you can't even get more than 3 million for a loan fee of Lokonga. You're struggling to actually get them to agree to a fee that even breaks even. But you're out here dishing out 5 million signing on fees to guys that the manager's not even playing. Make it make sense to me, guys. This is why I'm telling you. This is why I'm telling you. This Edu, he has to go. He's actually giving me a fucking headache. I don't know how this project is running, how confusing this project is, how, Tim Lewis, Richard Garlick, Stan, Josh, how they're not looking at these decisions, not looking at everything that we talk about on this stream, and say to themselves, does this fucking guy know what he's doing? I don't know, man. Like I said earlier, this sporting director is actually making the manager look bad. It's making it worse for the manager. And then he's making it worse for the future managers that actually come into Arsenal Football Club, if he doesn't actually sort his shit out. But what makes it worse are those the Reece Nelson renewals. Is like you just threw away money, bro. You threw away money. You're not going to get that money back from Reece. You think anyone's going to come along and give you that money back from Reece? They're going to give you 10 to 15 mil. Oh, it's absolutely ridiculous. Anyways, it's headaches. Actually, headache settings, man. Headache settings. It tells me that Edu and Arteta doesn't understand the aim of the game when it comes to contract renewals. Wax is holding a class right now. Take notes. Big up my guy Darth. Big up Jemiole says, I think that Arteta is afraid player who has a hard character like Guimaraes, who will take this team to another level. The situation between De Ligt and Dyer, man, I don't know what happened there. I think player lost his attitude, man. It's been stale at Bayern Munich, man. Look what's happened to them this season. It's been stale over there. All I do know is De Ligt's a really good player. So yeah, like as this was saying, anyway, I'm totally getting lost here. I think I'm gonna wrap this up now. Anyway, how long we've been on the stream for? Oh, an hour and 20 minutes. Wow, time has gone so quick. Wow, 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 wow. Man was thinking it was like we were at 50-minute mark. I literally thought we was at the 50-minute mark, boy. Getting bare carried away. Anyway, all right. Let me just. We're gonna wrap this up very, very shortly. It does say here that Sevilla can't guarantee spending, so negotiations are still going to continue. It's not looking good for Arsenal, man. Not looking good for Arsenal. Even the Madison, Ben Godfrey, the Ben Godfrey deal, 10 million to Atalanta. He left Everton for 10 million to go to a Champions League team, blood. No, Atalanta in the Champions League. Look how well they done. Did they win? They won the Europa League. What am I talking about? They won the Europa League. So Ben Godfrey has gone to a team that you won the Europa League and now is playing Champions League football. Bad man. And he went for £10 million. £10 million, blood. Bad man. Bad boy move. Bad boy move for him. Everyone's talking about this sell-on clause for Murray Hutchinson. Everyone still thinks it's 50%, bruv. Go and do your research. It's 20%, man. 20%. I'm just trying to see if there's any Arsenal news, man. Fabrizio Romano is confirming that Benjamin Pavard's agents are in Saudi Arabia talking with Saudi clubs. Everyone's on the Saudi. Benjamin Pavard is going to go to Saudi this early. How old is Benjamin Pavard? 28 or something? 27? Yeah, today's a dead day, man. Today is an absolute dead day for news. Nothing really popping at the moment. So there's this thing here that's like, I don't know if this is an opinion or if people are talking, if this is the press talking here, maybe people's feelings towards how people, like I said it the other day as well. Like just reading this now, like I said it the other day. Players are not stupid. When a player wants first team football, or when a player wants to be a star man, and you're telling him that, sorry, but my man's going to be the star man. Because people couldn't get their head around it the other day. People were like, why would Arteta do that? It's about being transparent, isn't it? It's about the club's integrity at the end of the day. And you don't want to tell someone, you don't want to oversell something to someone and say, oh, you're going to be this, you're going to be that. And the next thing you know, you're on the bench. You're not that. You're not that. I've lied to you. And now I'm not giving you the minutes that I basically promised. But I think a stumbling block for Arsenal and the Benjamin Sesko deal, maybe why he signed and wanted to stay at RB Leipzig, is because of the fact that Arsenal have promised this guy Havertz number 9 role. And that's another reason why I believe Eddie Nketiah is going to stay. Because attackers, especially the top dons, they're not stupid. They're not gonna come to sit on the bench for Kai Havertz, bruv. I'm a traditional number 9. I bag goals for a living. You're telling me I've got to sit on the bench for this donkey? Come on, man. So if Arsenal have been in any contact with any type of striker and their approach has been Kai Havertz going to be the main number 9, but blah, 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 then I'm not surprised as to why they've been walking away and looked at other football clubs. This person here says, Edu and Arteta need to convince top attackers to join the team, but it won't be easy. These players want to start games regularly, not sit on the bench. If Arsenal can't offer them that, they might lose out on the talent they need. Arsenal's current front line with Martinelli, Havertz, and Saka is amazing when they're on form, but they need talented backups to support them. Yeah, I mean, this sounds like a guy's opinion to me. But yes, look, like he's spitting facts, to be quite fair. I want real dons, real dons. I think Kai Havertz should be the backup. Kai Havertz shouldn't be the main starting number 9. We need a proper number 9. Kai Havertz comes off the bench, gives us something a bit different. Yeah, Kai Havertz can start against Burnley, Luton, them teams down there. Why? Because they're the only teams he scores against. Yeah. They're the only teams he fucking scores against. Like, you go and look at his highlights. He's scoring against Sheffield United and Luton and Burnley. And come on, man. You put him up top against the top teams and the guy vanishes. Heavy touches and shit. Meant to be Berbatov. Meant to be Bergkamp. Man's got some dead touch. Come on, man. So yeah, man, I just want to see what Arteta and Edu are gonna deliver. Are these men gonna really, really give us what we want? No diddy, blood. Because teams are active out here today. Teams are active, but I don't see our team active. Who's gonna be leaving? Who is going to be staying? And who is gonna be joining? Yeah, nothing proper. Just trying to flicker through here. Nothing. Just talking about this Archie Gray. Same reports coming out about Archie Gray. We've expressed an interest in Jules Kawende, but there's obviously nothing new since then. And that's about it, to be quite fair. That is about it. Dead. Let me read some of these comments. Who we got in the building? Big up my guy Katz in the building. Big up Alex. Edu out. Wax, I told you so. Big up Sean. Big up my guy Abdullah. Isaac said you're speaking facts, Wax. Big you up. No top player will come and sit on the bench, especially for Havertz when Saka stinks up the pitch. Arteta will never bench him. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, people are not stupid, man. They're looking at Arsenal saying, you know what, you're a great football club, you're doing great things at the moment. But if you want me to come, I'm not going to be sitting on the bench behind that donkey, bro. No. He needs to be sitting on the bench behind me. I'm a striker. I'm a traditional number 9. I got techers. I've got shooting technique. I know what positions to be in. All right, Kai Havertz knows what positions to be in. I'll give him that. But is he effective when he's always in those positions? No. Can he win those duels? Not always. Is he scared to get his head behind the ball? Yes. Does he only score tap-ins? Yes. Come on, does he really create anything out of nothing? No. So, like, come on, man. We need a real traditional number 9. If you actually look at, like Darth Vader was just mentioned, championship level, we're scoring against the championship level teams. But you look at Kai Havertz against the mid-table teams, you look at Kai Havertz against the top teams, Kai Havertz goes missing, bruv. I think Kai Havertz might have scored against one top 6 team, maybe one. I'm trying to think. I don't even think he has. I remember we were talking about this throughout the season, that he was only scoring against small teams, only against small. I remember I put that bet on. Not even a bet. That's haram. But I actually basically said, listen, if Kai Havertz can score against Man City, I think he scored against Chelsea, actually, didn't he? Did he score against Chelsea? He might have scored against Chelsea. But remember I told you, man, last season, if Kai Havertz can score against Man City, then I'm going to get his name framed on a T-shirt, framed on a shirt, framed. And I wasn't even joking. I actually found one. I actually found one for less than £2. It's about 190 or £2. What about £2, bro? £2 for a framed Kai Havertz Arsenal 29 shirt, blood. Bando 29, bruv. Yeah, Bando baby 29. That's what it said on the shirt, cuz. Bando baby 29. No, literally, I was gonna get that shit. He scored against Chelsea. I know he scored against Chelsea. I'm thinking he scored against Chelsea. But it was the Man City game where I needed him to score. Chelsea didn't necessarily count because they were going through a dirty, disgusting period. But the Man City games where I wanted him to score and he didn't. So, yeah, man. Still not good enough. Anyway, next season's the season. Next season's the season, boy. I really want to see how our players like continue to play next season. Are they going to come in with the same motivation, same level of encouragement, same level of momentum? You know, like, are they going to come back like that? Same football, no hiccups, no mistakes. You know what I mean? Like this solid like say that they've never been on holiday. Like say they haven't been away from each other. Like, are they going to come back? You know what I mean? Let's see, man. Pre-season, obviously, we're going to see Wagwan, but I'm talking about the start of the season. Remember what we've got? We've got Wolves. Let's quickly refresh our memories on these fixtures before we leave. Quickly refresh our memories on these fixtures before we leave. Because I feel bare tired, you know, just literally. Where's these Arsenal? Where's the Arsenal's fixtures? And they published them yet? What the hell's going on here? Okay. Pardon me. Pardon me. That wasn't appropriate, was it? Fixtures. There we go. So I want to see the start of the season. We've got Wolves, Aston Villa, Brighton with a new manager, by the way, Tottenham, and Man City. In between the Man City and Tottenham game, there will be a Champions League game. So are we going to be ready, man? Are we going to be ready for that? The 17th of August. Less than 2 months. 1.5 months, more or less. 1.5 months. And the first game of the season kicks off. So listen, man, let's see if Arsenal have the players. Let's see if Arsenal have the players and make it happen, mate. We need to get off to a really good start. I don't want to see no losses, blood. Otherwise, we're going to be in absolute meltdown. And I'm telling you now, we can drop points in all of those games. Like every single one of those games, we can drop points. Aston Villa beat us twice last season. So, you know, the expectations for that game, especially that we're playing at their ground, is Aston Villa are going to win. You know? They beat us twice last season, home and away. So their expectations as fans are going to be like, yeah, we can beat them again. We're going to their ground, so that's going to be interesting. Brighton's going to be an interesting one. I think even Brighton and Wolves can both take 2 points from us, but I don't think they will. I think we beat Brighton and Wolves. I think for some reason we draw against Aston Villa. I think we beat Tottenham, but even Tottenham can never be underestimated. Let's be honest, especially in a rival derby like that. And then we've got Man City on the 21st of September. Yeah. Let's see what happens, man. Let's see how Mikel Arteta manages. By that Man City game, where we could be Arteta out, where like literally by the 21st of September, we could be sitting here, Arteta out, Edu out. Like literally. I mean, literally Edu out by the 31st or the 1st of September. But depending on how the season starts, it could get crazy. Big up my guy Naga channel. I do apologize. I'm yawning away on camera. I'm actually tired, so I think I'm gonna have a nap after this. Have a little nap. Big you up, my guy Naga though. Make sure you guys go and subscribe to Naga's channel as well, man. Go and show him some love. I see he's putting regular content up on his channel, so go and support it. Naga Gunner channel. You get me? He's fresh from India, does his thing. You know what I mean? Real one. Been a supporter of this channel for a very, very long time, and always hits us up with a lovely super chat. Thank you ever so much for that, my brother. Big up all the guys. I got people joining now. People are joining, leaving, joining. I mean, you know what the numbers are like. They're always up and down, especially on the weekends. Let me see what else is going on here. Wax, check the WhatsApp group. I will do. What's in the WhatsApp group? We got news. Is Edu been active? Has Edu been active? Ugh. Bloody hell, yeah, I need to get off this thingy. What are you telling me? What's this? The mirror? I think I saw this. So what? We're going to sign this goalkeeper. So Arsenal are in the midst of their summer transfer work with Mikel Arteta keen for additions, obviously. I don't want to add you to my desktop. A number of stars have already been linked with a move to the Emirates. Blah 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 blah. So it says here Arsenal are closing in on their first signing this summer with Espanyol goalkeeper Joan Garcia, according to reports in Spain. The stopper will become a gunner soon. 23 years old. Not too sure who this Joan, because Joan is a woman's name, by the way. Who this Joan Don is, bruv. Joan Garcia, 23 years old. You know, like I said, I've got my Football Manager open. Let me see what his attributes are looking like on Football Manager. I want to quickly go on there. Joan Garcia. That's running bare slow. He's here, 29 on my one. And yeah, he's dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's fucking dead, blood. I know this is Football Manager. This is a great game, but you know, usually attributes on Football Manager kind of make up. Oh no, he's dead. He's dead. He's dead, bro. He's 29 on this game. Obviously, I'm in 2030. He's had one cap for Spain. One cap. 29 years old. His determination is free. Get out of here, bro. If the name of your determination is free, bro, I do not want you anywhere near my football club, bro. You ain't on shit. You ain't on shit. Garcia, Joan Garcia. You put in the WhatsApp group. Oh man, so yeah, first goalkeeper, first signing will be a goalkeeper, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what Arsenal do. Do out. The Mirror are saying expect big news on the striker front. Okay, I did see that, but that Daily Mirror website just lagging all over the place. Just going to remind everyone that Emi Martinez was sold for 16 plus £6 million. Big up Jerome Pierre. He says, outstanding. Joan will bring AFC at least a double. Exactly. Mr. Garcia is going to come in and drive us to the double, mate. I tell you, Champions League settings and Premier League settings. Flipping now. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. 2 Spanish goalkeepers in a space of 1 year. One of them is, I mean, he's a good goalkeeper, David Raya, but is he really that guy though? No, I wouldn't say so. I don't see David Raya winning you a Champions League. I struggle to see David Raya actually winning a Premier League. I don't know why. I struggle to see David Raya lifting that Premier League trophy. I don't know. I just don't think it's going to happen. I do not think it's going to happen, man. I am actually tired, but you can see it in my eyes, and my eyes are just super duper watery. I don't know why, but yeah, we're gonna call it a day. 1 hour and 14 minutes. A lovely bit of content there for the real ones. Make sure we are hitting the like button, all of that type of stuff. No, 21 million for a backup. Like, what the fuck is ridiculous? If we signed him and with Raya deal, that's 88 million deal under Arteta spent on a keeper. That's what I'm saying. How much money was it? I didn't even see the money. I didn't even see the money. Where's the thingy again? Oh, it was on the Daily Mirror. Close the window. Yikes, I need to sleep. I need to sleep. I need to recover. All right, guys, hit the like button, man. It's been a pleasure. Thank you ever so much for joining us this afternoon. We will be back again tomorrow morning, 11:30. I will aim to do some more Wax Unfiltered content today as well. Get that uploaded over this weekend. But let me nap first. Let me get some energy, and I'll be back. I'll be back. Big up Stacy, big up Jerome, big up Darth Vader, big up Naga, big up Sean, big up Omar as well. I see ya. Big up Just Ads, big up my guy J Dub, big up Mr. Robbo, big up Shax, big up Isak, Isaac, big up Enos as well. Big up the guys, man. Big up Abdullah, big up Abdullah, big up Abdullah, my brother. Big up Alex, big up everyone I can see in the bottom here. Make sure we are hitting the like button. I'm so tired that I'm literally just falling asleep as I end the stream. I'm not even lying to you. Guys, Wax, wake up. Guys, we're going to be back again. Hit the like button, all of that. And yeah, see you on the next one. Enjoy your afternoon. Enjoy your Saturday afternoon. Peace.